let's see what's going to happen. So see, like this is the 0.4 line, okay, this is 0.4 lines, okay. All right, so I'm just going to draw that. Okay, so I'm going to draw that. Oops, again, where's my rescue? So I'm just gonna fix this. All right, come on. All right. Oh. So this is why you need your correction pen next to you. Okay, fine, that will be okay. And so what I want here, I will continue this. Okay, and I'm just gonna draw the boxes. Okay, I love to see like parking lots with boxes instead of just line, because it won't look nice. Okay, so this would be that smooth sections of the road and connects to the other part of it. Just connect these two. Okay, and I'm gonna connect this part as well. And I'm gonna do that. All right, so this one will continue to here. All right, can you see that? Okay, that's good. I'm just gonna work on this. Probably I'm just gonna bring it closer so you can look at it. See, look at that. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. See, I always love to see my parking lots to have this kind of boxy kind of feelings. Okay, all right, so I'm just gonna connect this with the main plaza. Okay, so that's it. Again, remember that I've told you when we draw a stairways. So when you draw a stairways, probably what you need to do is you want to draw another line that show probably the you know, the wall of the way, you know, stairways. Yeah, it can be other type of treatments. You know, it doesn't have to be necessarily like a wall. But remember, this is about showing it is a stairway. So you want to differentiate between stairways and also the timber deck. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is definitely I'm just gonna, okay, instead of using 0.4 here, I need to use 0.2. Okay, can you see that? So instead of 0.4, guys, we use 0.2 because 0.2 will allow you to draw a nice line. Okay, so you have, for example, like this is your rest or your landings, and then just estimate the, you know, just give an idea that this is a stairways. Okay, so I think the line is a bit off, but that works anyway. All right, so I'm just going to continue using 0.4 here. So anything to do with hatchings and also detailings of the elements, I'm going to use 0.4. Sorry, 0.2. The baseline for the element, I'm going to use 0.2. I'm gonna use point oops, I'm gonna use point point four point two, the outline. Okay, so the outline, you can draw that outline, and then can you see that? It's very close here. So probably I'm just gonna draw that. Okay, I'm just gonna do that for the time being. Okay. Okay. So the tricky part is you want to show that this is a timber deck, but you don't want it to be mistaken as a as a as a stairways. So sometimes, you know, putting the right, I would say the right I would say amount of graphic will help you to determine that this is somehow timber deck or something. Probably colors will help as well, because we can't, you know, we can't deal much with, you know, with lines here. Same here, you know, with the stairways. So stairways probably you're gonna have like something like grayish kind of stairways, and this one something like very earthy kind of colors like brown or something. So that will help you to differentiate your stairways and also your okay. Now we are reaching, I think, around 40 minutes video. Okay, that is something. Okay, now we have I would say RAM with you know, RAM with stairways, including a deck. See, can you see the flow? All right, this is a nice flow on how you can do things here. All right, so again, this is 0.4. I'm going to connect this with, you know, the walkway, oh sorry, the pedestrian crossing. Okay, I'm going to maintain that. Okay, this is a big, this is too big, this is a bit too small. So how I'm going to do it, I'm just going to reduce this. Oh, can I do that? You know, like having two lines, people might see it as a curb line. So I don't want to do that. So somehow I need to erase a portion of this. Okay. So for your pedestrian crossing, remember, do not have double line. People might see it as a curb line. Okay. So I don't want it to be misunderstood. So again, we have that. Okay, I'm just gonna draw that building line. So this is like 0 my 0.2. Okay, oh, I'm using my 0.2, but that's fine. Okay, this is my 0.4. So I'm just gonna draw my line here. You can see it or not, but I'll just put it like that. Okay, so now I have my pedestrian crossings. Okay, so I need to put another crossing here probably. So I'm just going to enlarge the crossing a little bit on this side. Okay, so should we put like pedestrians on the frontage of the facade, a building facade? You know, it depends. You know, sometimes you can, but you know, it depends on location, because this is industrial area. For me, my concern is actually how people will connect on this side. Okay, so that is my emphasis right now. But if you want to, you know, emphasize that there will be a pedestrian walkway on this side as well, then it should be okay. So anyway, so this is 0.4. I want to draw my pedestrian lines using 0.2, so I'm going to do that. Okay, and that will be even bigger. So draw that pedestrian crossing line with a spacing bigger than the stairways. Okay, so you want to differentiate things or elements, and they will give you a different meaning. Okay, see, can you see that would be a, you know, probably something that you can appreciate somehow. Okay guys, another thing that I want to show here is I think for 1 to 500 scales, I think it's not I think it's still possible to use double lines, you know, as a curb line. So instead of having only a one line, what I want to do is I want to emphasize that pedestrian crossing, just like what we did for the sorry, not pedestrian crossing, that pedestrian walkway. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I want to use a curb line to emphasize the walkway. So I'm just going to use that, so you can see the difference. I don't know whether you can see the difference or not. I think my battery is running out. Okay, that be the one, and that should be another one. Okay, so that is 0.2. Can you see on this side? Okay, I'm just going to draw that. So I'm just going to draw that until I reach that line, and okay, you can see that. See, that's the line. And how can I attach this? So this is where come your I would say your circle template, because I want it to be I want to have a nice say curve line. So that's my circle template. Just use your circle template. Okay, so I'm just going to do that quickly using the circle template. So I'm going to get that somehow. Okay, okay, I think I'm running out of battery. I just can't really see things here anymore. Okay, now what we need to do is putting the trees. Okay, so what is the best size? For scale 1 to 500, what is actually the best size? So if I'm using my circle template, so probably I should check, like if I look at here, probably you know, plants with 10 meters canopy will be a good size, and that would be a good size. Okay, so I want to do that. So I can put like 10 meters canopy, and probably like you know, anything that between I think if you go with 5 meters canopy, that will be too small. You can't see much impacts on the master plan. So that's why I think you need to have kind of good size. So probably I think about 10 meters would be a good size, and also 8 to 10 meters canopy. Okay, so how can we do this? See, like now what you have here is kind of a parking lot. So can I put my trees here? See, yeah, it is possible. So I can have my tree locations, like probably like one here. I want it to be overlap. 2 here, and probably like another one here, 3 here. Okay, and probably I want to have it here as well, maybe a smaller size of circle. Why? I'm gonna tell you after this. So 1 here and 1 here. Okay, so another one that I should do is probably on this side. What is the size that I used just now? Okay, this one, size 17. So probably I want to do this, that, and also that. Oh, just can't see it. And also that. Oops. So I'm going to have here, here, and also here, roughly. Okay. So how we should deal with this circle? This is somehow the tricky part. Okay, because normally when the students do this, they don't, you can't see much. What are the things going on underneath the canopy? So my way of doing things is I always want to see what's going on under the tree. So for example, like this one, we just draw a circle, and we can see, like, we still can see the the parking lots. At the same time, my technique is always like I love to have like a big dots at the center of the trees, or palms or whatever. This is gonna be palms. Okay, I'm just gonna draw that big dot first. Okay, and then probably we should just try and see whether it works or not. But normally for this 1 to 500 scales, you can still use 0.6 as your as a circles. As a circle for your trees, or you want to draw kind of a graphic for your trees. So this is, and please, when you do this, you don't have to kind of do a fancy type of symbols, because it won't affect that much, because this is 1 to 500 scale. Okay, it won't affect that much. So can you see that? You still can see that anyway. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna draw out a line with a simple graphic. Okay, with a simple graphic. Okay, all right, and but for the palms, what I want to do, I'm just going to draw a simple graphic as well. So I'm just going to draw something like this. So you don't have to draw anything that is complicated. For 1 to 500 scale, this would be good enough. Like, I'm just going to use 2 different type of symbol for my palms. Okay, so this one, so I'm just going to draw that. Okay, that will be my palms. And probably I want to have another set of palms here as well. So let's look at it. So probably I'm going to have another set of palms here, for instance. So I'm going to show you what is the difference. See, that will be the palm. So this one, I'm going to have a big dots as well. Use your 0.6. Draw that big dots. The good thing about having these big dots in your master plan, because it will tell people easily or clearly tell people that there will be a planting on that sections. Okay, 0.2 or I was just gonna 0.4. So remember, this is 0.4, 0.6. The line will be 0.2 and 0.4. So remember that rule. So this will be another type of palms symbols. So please guys, you don't have to do anything fancy. Just draw these 2 type of symbols. Because why? Because later when you want to do colorings, it's going to be very, very easy. Okay, it's going to be very, very easy. Okay, so that's my palm, a simple palm. So these 2 type of palm will be good enough just for your master plan. In fact, for if you are using 1 to 250 or 1 to 300 scale, this is also good enough. Okay, so how about your ram? So your ram, basically you have a center line. Oh, I'm not supposed to use this. So I'm just going to use a center line, and then I'm just going to use another one as a center line. So what you want to do, you want to draw a light line using 0.2, and this is like going down, so this should be that way. And that should be on that side, it's going down on that side. So you can just draw that as an indicator. Okay, I'm just going to draw that arrowhead to show that this is, okay, see that arrowhead? So that will show directly that this is your RAM, and I'm drawing like two lines to emphasize the structures of the RAM as well. So I'm using that. Okay, see, like the beauty about having two lines, it will emphasize the structures of your design. Okay. All right, so what we need to do with this part. All right, so remember that this is our arrival plaza. So I'm gonna highlight this as our arrival plaza. So what we can do with this one, so what you can do, you can just draw a simple you can just draw a simple like box kind of details, or you can have something like angular. So I'm just going to use that kind of angular things. All right, so I want it to be like 45 degrees from the line, and I want to have like a big boxes. Okay, so I'm just gonna roughly estimate the size. Okay, so I don't have to keep on, because this is gonna be like, this is like patterns on the plaza. So you have like a square patterns on the plaza. Okay, so that's it. So see, now you can just put a little bit of, like hatch, like dots, just to show that there's a materials on top of that section. Again, double line will be a good indicator for you to show that there's a curve. I'm just going to do the same thing here. See? All right. So I should overlap this, because that would be a better picture. See, now you can see like people walk here, they can walk around the around the palms, and they can choose to use the RAM, or they can choose to use the the stairways. And probably what I want to do, I want to draw like a small, like just to show that this place is alive. So what I'm gonna end up like drawing people, like small dots. Okay, and I'm gonna start adding up my my shadow. Okay, so I'm just gonna put all the shadows now. Okay, for this it will be very easy. Just draw lines. Okay, just draw lines, and then this one just draw a shadow. Okay. So normally I love to have like a very very deep shadow. That will make your master plan looks even nicer. Okay, so like this one, you can just draw that. Okay, you can just draw that. Okay, all right. Okay, that's it. So that's how your master plan should look like. Okay, that's how it should be look like. And again, that this is the center line. Okay, you can just draw that center line, and then it comes here. Sorry, draw that center line. Okay, that center line, and then it nicely will turn on this side as well. But anyway, that's how your master plan should be look like. Okay, you know, when you start put on the coloring, it will be even nicer. Okay, okay, what else? What are the techniques? What you know, suitable techniques that probably I can use after this? Okay, guys, remember, you know, for example, like this is the decking, and probably like this is the steps, or I don't know, but probably it's a steps, or maybe just a ramp, or probably like a ramp or something, or maybe I should just draw another section of a ramp here. So, you know, like people with pedestrian, you know, with a wheelchair, they can, you know, go on the grass or something. So probably I should have a ramp on this side. Okay, so what I want here, for instance, so this is just next to the river. So probably like I want to draw, for example, like some of you have dictated that this is you know, kind of like a open space or something. So I'm just gonna draw that. Okay, so I'll you know, what I want is I want to have like a kind of cluster